can't quit. You're not paid.
Exactly. Therefore, I can leave.
You're fired.
No, you can't fire me. I'm not
3,
paid.
2, you say 1.
1.
Go. Hey, what's up, guys? TheCampingRusher here. Welcome back to another episode of Prison here on my server, SkySlammers.net. Thank you to everyone that's joined since the first episode. Today, we've added in some FaceCam. I'm looking at the FaceCam now, but I should be looking there. What's up? Belle's here.
Hi.
Hey. So yeah, we talked to you guys last episode. We're gonna do the either two. We're gonna get Belle an account eventually where she plays on the computer, but it was one or the other today. Either she has her own account and then she's not in the FaceCam, or we still just play on mine. You probably need a little bit more time to learn what's going on, to be honest. So maybe that's a good call. So we're back up prison. We're doing FaceCam. Belle's just kind of watching and learning. Do you want to like touch the keyboard, or do you have any inclination?
I can touch the keyboard.
Yeah, you can touch that. Sure.
Wow.
Cool. Do you get it?
Life has changed. This is just like Rocket League.
Yeah. She knows I love Rocket League. All right. So let's so here's where we're at. We, as in me, did a little bit off camera. Belle
I was here.
Belle was here in the back in bed probably, but. We're still in the rank 8. We're still in the first rank. We need 1.8 thousand to rank up to B. So we're going to work on that right at the start. And then we are going to look at basically what the next rank's like, but also look at something else other than just this grinding thing. Because there is a little bit more, Belle, than just sitting here and mining with a pickaxe. But this is the general consensus of it. God dang it, man. Are you kidding me, dude?
Is that the same guy?
No, it's not the same guy. Same guy as last time, just doing lots. It's kind of a trend. You tick me off and it works. Kind of like you, Belle. No, I'm just kidding. So today I actually do have a story to tell you, ladies and gentlemen. Belle doesn't even know what story I'm about to tell, but you guys know today. Like we're not gonna start right away because there we go. Mine reset. That was perfect timing. We're gonna just start off by mining a little bit here, and then ranking up, and then after that, once we're grinding in the rank B, then we will start. I might have to go can I still mine if I'm in /V? I think I still can. That might be the safest option here, ladies and gentlemen. I hate to do that, but when we're in the mines, maybe we'll just go in /V so we don't get trolled. We can be a little bit more efficient. But we'll start telling the story a little bit once we get grinding in B. Do you have any idea what I'm going to tell?
No.
It involves you.
Well, obviously.
Obviously, you're so important, man. No.
Is it like a recent thing?
Oh yeah.
Like today?
No, like 3 days ago maybe. But yeah, Belle's not gonna like that we're about to tell this story, but it's a good story. It's a really good story. So that's all that matters: the quality of the story, not the anger of the girlfriend that was involved. No, we'll be all right. So I think, what are we sitting at? I think the iron is worth more than the coal. I was trying to do some tests, but I'm pretty sure iron's worth more than coal. Would you say?
No doubt. Iron's
No,
worth...
I was testing you. No, I think iron is. Yeah, iron. What do you? Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Iron
right?
more than coal?
Iron more than coal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would think so.
Okay, good. All right, yeah, but everyone, thanks for joining on Sky Slammers, at least on the Spirit Realm where we're playing. And one thing I was supposed to mention is reminder: Friday is when the ranks come out. I think this is going to be posted on Friday or after Friday. I'm not for sure. Holy, these things are resetting fast, man. God dang. But the new ranks, as in like right now it just goes up to J. You can see a lot of people are the J rank. But by then, this Friday, it will be more than J. You can go further than that and max out past that. So what that means is lots more things to do once that does come out. And then also the minor key or the crate key. And we forgot to do the minor key. Why didn't you remind me?
I don't even know what that is.
It's the key thing. I don't know how to do it. We'll go do that in a second though.
Okay.
So that's been buffed a lot too. So you get a lot more better rewards from that, which is exciting, of course. All right, let's try this. /sell 1.88. That's the perfect amount. So now I think we just do /rank up. Rank up. The TheCampingRusher ranked B, baby. All right. Now look. So
I think you should add my name to your name.
No.
TheCampingRusher plus Belle.
That's so long.
No,
like the word plus?
Well, no, just like the button. Because like I'm here.
Yeah, I know but this is just one series that you're in.
I'm just saying.
I guess I could just roll with that, kind of a two identity thing. But So now it was 30,000 to rank up the first time. Now it's 75,000. So you see what I mean? Exponentially increases.
Yes.
All right,
Good
cool.
word.
All right, so now we go to warp B. Actually, before we even look at warp B, god dang, we already saw it. But let's go to /spawn and hit one of these minor keys because they are buffs, so they're even better. And this is a big deal. We can get like some huge wins here. Or we could get god apples. All right, what do we get? 16 god apples. That's not too bad. That should be helpful.
What does that do?
That these things are like, if we PvP, and I think there's PvP in different places, then we are able to, it makes us invincible for a little bit. Kind of.
Nice.
Minecraft stuff, you know what I mean? Yeah, not bad. All right, so warp B, that's a cool place to warp, not too shabby. So warp B, so now we are on rank B, and lots of people in here. Do you see the difference already?
No.
Hint, that gold.
Oh.
There's gold. So
Like,
what are you doing, Brain? What are you doing? No, so we can now, instead of, so it's iron and coal, but now we can get a different block, which is gold. And gold is going to sell more than iron and coal does, so which makes it actually easier to get to, like, not easier, but it should be around the same time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you got to make more, but the things that you mine make you more money. So
Got
it's
it.
kind of a balance there. So last thing we're going to do before we just continuously grind here is we're going to go /plot auto. Wait, let me go /plot quickly here. I don't really know how these plot things work. I got to be honest with you, but this is plot auto. And now let me see what happens. Use plot me home to get to it. Okay, so we are in the plot area. So basically this is like your home. You know what I mean? So this is where, because you can do, oh, is this mine right here? ID 152, the camping. Oh, this might be mine right here. Is this like the default starting? Why is there already trees placed? See, that's the, I don't know too much about the plots. That's the problem, ladies and gentlemen. No, this can't be mine. No, okay, this is someone else's right now. But my point is we are just going to, so this is where I think you can do like player shop, like you can sell things, right? Trade, do whatever. So, you know, we can, maybe that you could take over, you could be the interior decorator or something, because I sure as heck I'm not good at any of that artsy stuff. I don't, are you good at, are you artsy? Yeah, you're artsy.
Sure.
You know how to sing. Actually, give us a song.
No.
Sing a little bit.
No.
I'll do it if you do.
You will without me.
So there is plots, ladies and gentlemen. I am not going to tackle, I'm not going to really get into it because I don't know enough about it and I don't want to say something wrong. What did that thing say? /plot me? Well, this is apparently our plot. I just went back to the plot and this is the one we took. So I don't know if we accidentally overclaimed somebody's. If we did, we're going to have to give that back to him. So we're going to hold off on that, but there is a plot system and we'll get working on that in the next episode. But, Belle, let's head to Warp B. I mean, I don't think much will be different. I mean, looking around here, there's obviously a far richer mine. I don't think there's, okay, yeah, so that's the cutoff there. So this is it's a smaller area, definitely a smaller area because Warp A was the first one. So it's got to look good, you know what I mean? Why is this cutting off? And then, so yeah, we're just going to do some mining. So this is where the stories come in, ladies and gentlemen. I told you, there's going to be a lot of mining, grinding, so we got to talk. We got to talk about some stuff. So, Belle, we're going to tell the story of how Belle almost got me banned from university parking. Because, so here, we'll sum it up here, though. So, I live off campus. So, we both go to the same university. We're away from home. So, she lives on campus. I live in a house, obviously. I lived on campus the first year, but that was enough for me. So, we live in a house, my roommate and I. And so I've got my car out here. So we, instead of paying for a parking pass, we just go, and every single time we go to the school, we pay for, you know, a pass to just a one-time, you know, couple hour pass, because we did the math and the amount we go to class, we save money doing it this way. But sometimes we don't pay. Sometimes, you know, we haven't in a while, but at the start we didn't pay because one, no one was really checking. So we were just, you know, being totally illegal and terrible, but we're better now. But my point is, they ended up catching us. We got a couple tickets. We started being good. We started paying every single time. But then Belle comes along.
No.
Then Belle comes along. And we'll let her give her side of the story in a second. But basically, she sleeps over at the house twice a week, and one of the days you have class at what time? 8 a.m. My earliest class starts at 12:30. I'm a night owl, ladies and gentlemen. I plan my schedule accordingly. But you have to get up at like 7:30, 7:15 on those mornings while she's at my house. So she takes my car instead of me waking up. She takes my car and she drives there and she just, she pays for the ticket or whatever, and then she goes to class. Well, the first, what was it, like a week and a half ago?
Yeah.
She comes back and she's like, Braden, I paid for the ticket, I paid for the pass, but I got a ticket on my window. And at this point, I've gotten about 3 tickets, so I'm like, okay, I can't be getting another ticket. Like, this is bad news. We've learned our lesson. We pay for our passes now. But then, so Belle's like, but don't worry. It was just a warning to remind you to pay your tickets, because I haven't paid mine yet. There's no real time schedule to pay them. She's like, it's just a warning. No worries.
Which makes sense.
Okay, maybe.
Plausible.
Possible. Which it does make sense. So I'm like, okay, that's not a big deal. We'll pay them soon. Next week comes, same thing. She gets another ticket. She's like, no worries. It was another warning. I'm like, all right. I didn't really think anything of it. I'm like, she's not going to lie to me.
That's good. You trust me.
Yeah, I did. Well, I did trust you. And then, yeah, so that happens. And then I go to class and we pay for one a few days later. And I get a ticket again. I'm like, okay, wait. Why do I have a ticket? I just bought, I bought the pass. What's going on? I read the ticket. And it says, you are permanently banned from parking at university. And then I had a thought. I'm like, wait a second. Why does this ring a bell? Why is this hasn't just happened once? I look at Belle's 2 tickets. I actually read them this time myself. And both of them say you are banned permanently. Plus an $80, fee. So over a week, basically, I owed 3 $80 tickets that I thought were just, Belle thought were just warnings, and I agreed. Mm-hmm. And so I owed $240. So I give Belle a call. I tell her what's going on, and what was your side? How did that happen? How does that misconfusion happen?
First off, I was laughing so hard when he phoned me. I was like, no way. And then, here's the thing. So I paid for them, and then obviously because I paid, I thought, okay, this ticket isn't for me, because you don't get one if you paid. Like, that just doesn't make sense. So then I came back, oh, Braden, don't worry, here's the ticket. Leaves it on his little important desk pile.
Yeah.
He doesn't look at it.
I didn't read it. That's where I am to blame a little bit.
Because I just saw a past date, not the current date. So then I thought that was just the date that you had gotten the ticket before.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, that's not my problem. And then yeah, I guess I need to continue reading fully.
Yeah. So it was just a misconfusion. But the good news is, we were able to argue our way out of it, explain the situation.
You were?
Well, I said so. That's another part of the story. Someone else went, because I let my car out a little bit, because we've got a couple, but my roommate, and then we have a buddy that comes over all the time, and then Belle takes it sometimes. So I let my car out a decent amount. I mean, it's kind of our means of transportation for the lot of us. And he got a different ticket, and I said I'd pay it if he went in and actually did all the talking and the paying or whatever. So he did, brought the manager out and everything, explained what happened, and I didn't have to pay the $240, which was very nice. And then I still had to pay the first 3, obviously, because those were actually real tickets that I deserved. But long story short, don't trust your girlfriend. No, I'm just kidding. I gotta make, what a funny situation that could have turned less funny
yeah, no kidding.
If my buddy didn't convince him to let me off the hook on that one.
I would have felt so bad.
Yeah, you should have. No, I would have made you pay.
I offered him $2.
2 loonies, which in Canadian is like a dollar bill in America. So 2 loonies, that's what she was willing to put forward for the $240. I mean, it's the thought that counts,
yeah.
So that's nice of you, I guess.
Thank
All right.
you.
So that's the story. You weren't even upset about that.
No, that was good.
That was a good story.
Yeah.
That's a recent one, too. That happened within the last week or so. I mean, let me know in the comments down below any stories you want to hear. Nothing crazy or inappropriate. We don't want to. Well, we could do that. No, we're not going to talk. No, we're not going to talk about that kind of stuff. But I mean, let me know. Comments down below. This is a storytelling series. And we're trying to rank up and play a bunch of prison. And next episode, we will work with the plot a little bit and see what we can do. All right, so we got a bunch of stuff from that and a lot of gold as well. So I'm hoping that's over $5,000. 7.6. Okay, that's even better than I thought. So we just have to tell 10 more stories and we rank up, which isn't actually too bad. That 7.6 grand is good. I think I just got to focus solely on the gold would be the idea.
Is there not as much gold?
There, it might be. It doesn't.
Or is it
yeah,
equal?
no. Well, it looks like there's not much gold because everyone targeted the gold.
Yeah.
But you might be right. I don't really know if it's completely even. You're so smart with these questions.
I know.
Not a bad cue.
I actually was told that I asked good questions one time.
Oh, like not in the like randomly, like
No,
not in the
cla-
comment section.
No, like in class.
Oh, in school.
At school.
Wow, you're.
Yeah, I know.
Wow.
Yeah.
Man, I'm dating a cool person right there. Not bad. Well, that's good. Asking questions is always a good thing, especially if they're well informed and
they
educated.
advance your knowledge.
Yeah, exactly. They advance your knowledge a little bit. I think so.
What? Wait. What's that stuff? Is it just ground?
That's glowstone, Belle.
No.
What?
What?
Yeah, no, that's like a light source. But like we can't mine it. This is bedrock, right? So this is where you can't break this stuff.
Okay.
This is like, but this stuff here, we can't break this either, just because it's a server. But normally you can break it. You find this in the nether region.
The what?
the nether.
The nether region. What is that?
It's like a hell like place, like red, fiery.
Ooh.
But it's just a light source, literally, and it makes potions and stuff. Just blowing her mind, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, so we just been talking, hanging out, and we mined a bunch more stuff. I think with a big sell, 6.7, so a little bit less than our first one. But now we are at 14.5. We only need another 60,000, so we'll probably do some off work again. But I hope you all enjoyed today's story and today's episode of Prison here on SkySlammers.net. If you did enjoy it at any point, make sure you touch that like button. Join the Rushers by subscribing to my channel. I'd appreciate that. With that being said, though, we got recent 5 donators to Sky Slammers, Invisible's Edge, Matt Lego Dude, Herbert, Photoshopped, and Servings YT. Thank you for your purchases to Sky Slammers. Really appreciate your support, Belle. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for having me.
Always enjoyable, ladies and gentlemen. Let us know in the comments below what you want to see next. And touch that like button. Have a good day. Join the Rushers by subscribing. We'll talk to you all soon. Goodbye.
Goodbye.